Whoops. At least we haven't done too much just yet. I think I'm gonna go with a mix of this and just a normal list like this. I think that's gonna be my best bet because I kind of want to have like hobbies that I have as well, maybe some fun facts, music. So I think it kind of makes sense to do that so that we don't have like an endlessly scrolling thing, because that's kind of how it would be if we continue with this format. So this is an easy fix. The only thing is we'd probably want a component for this. Yeah. So we're gonna want to have a component for each one of these. And then be able to pass it in those styles and the information. So, I'm trying to think where we should start. Well, first of all, I'm just gonna screenshot this so that I don't have to keep Sketch open. Because even with what a small program it is, it still makes my computer lag sometimes. Hey, I'm pretty feminine too, admittedly. I think designers are pretty feminine, to be honest. I think a lot of them are in touch with their feminine side, and that's kind of where the aesthetic kind of things come in. That's just my theory, though. Okay, so we're gonna want to change this a little bit. What do you think? I'm trying to think of the best way to pass in like a list of things. I think Bryn uses React. This probably won't be too helpful, but let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I know. We can do a UL and then just pass in the children of that, and then hard code each one of those. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I've had only like 20, and it lags, and I'm on the new 2016 MacBook, like the space gray one, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm just gonna make another component so we don't have to mess with this right now. Trying to change it, instead we can just replace it. So we want it to be trying to think what's the best thing to call it. I guess like info section. Then need index. And I'm just gonna take this format. Oh wait, I almost did the wrong thing again. I did this last time. You have to capitalize these. We don't need any of this for right now. And we can take out this. So we want a title. Let's make that an H2. And we'll just put in some dummy data for now. Let's just use, we can just use work. And then what we want is an unordered list. And I know that I want the list class because that takes off the native styling that is usually applied to unordered lists. And then we want li, and then within that we want a link. I'm not sure. Not sure whether to call it, because the thing is, since I have design work but also development work that in like terms of projects, if I call it work, like I feel like it should be called projects, but then I also want portfolio to be one of the options, so projects wouldn't really make sense. I mean, we'll just put portfolio for now, but does that make sense? I feel like that there's like a miscommunication there. And then in home. I think yeah, so we're just gonna take this out and then load in info section. Oh, why is it confusing? Because of the randomly generated number thing. Yeah, I'm on the same boat with you, Vectrix. I'm a front-end guy, and I have like no idea how to do back-end stuff. And like even with front-end, I'm still learning a lot of JavaScript. So I'm with you on that. It sucks because I have like a lot of good ideas with Quarry, and Drew and I have so many things that we want to do, but we can't do them. And we know they would be good ideas and would probably be pretty successful, but we can't do them on our own, and we don't really have the money to be able to hire somebody to do it for us, because we'd probably need like a long-term person, and that can get very expensive very fast for back-end development. So yeah, I'm on the same boat with you there, dude. It sucks, but Not much you can do. To an extent, yeah, Deshaun, but it's more like standard stuff like logins and things that are generic. But if you want to do like, for example, like the chat interface that Bryn and Brian made, like it's just like custom stuff that you need to be able to do. I don't know of a way that you can do that with like something that's already made. But yeah, I wish there was. Man, that would make things so much easier. So you have to say that there's no padding. And then you need to say this is a link. I forgot to change the description on my Twitch. I remember these things at like the randomest times. Yeah, Vectrix. I think the way he did it was with Node.js, but I mean it's easy to him because he's already learned it, obviously. But for people like you and I that don't even know where to start with that, like obviously it's not going to be easy. Oh, I put it on the wrong one. Whoops. And then we also want to say the color here. We're going to do black 50. And then line height, copy. We may have to do a custom line height because I want a little bit more. I'm just going to call it line height info. And I forget what's line height copy. 1.5. Okay. So what we're going to do is make our own. I'm going to put it in here because, oh wait, I already have a line height subtitle, but that's for this, I think. Let's see if that works for this. I don't think it will. Yeah, that's pretty close actually. Let's leave it like that. And what size are we using here? F3. So Let's try. Yeah, Deshauna. I'm doing React Native stuff at work, which is basically React, but a little bit different, and it's for iOS and Android. So I learned that stuff too, but it's kind of hard to build stuff on your own. Like, the only reason I'm able to work on that is because we have like back-end developers on our team. Like, everybody else besides me in terms of the development team is like, they know back-end stuff. A few of them know a bit of front end, but they're mainly back end guys, and I'm mainly the front end guy. Yeah, and we want the description here. I'm just gonna use this for now because I don't feel like writing my own. And then I already know off the top of my head that we're probably gonna need, we're definitely gonna need line height copy, and then we can do black 50 here too. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, obviously we don't want it to be that large. Well, when we put the width on this, it'll be fine. So I think we're gonna have to do 2 divs. Man, this sucks. I kind of think we need to remove the color from this since we're going to be having these titles, but I'm going to leave that alone for now and see if we need it. Just changing that name so it's more generic so we can use it here and it not be confusing. Yeah. Yeah, learning React and doing React Native is probably the easiest way to know both and kill two birds with one stone. But it's kind of up to you what you want to learn and what you feel comfortable with. Yeah, Vetrix, that's just what they needed me for. Honestly, when I first started, I was kind of hesitant about even doing front-end stuff because I didn't really want to do it, if I'm being honest, but that was kind of their requirement for me, so I ended up doing it and I actually liked it and stuck with it, and it's actually helped me a lot. But yeah, that sucks that you don't have an option to do it at work. I just put yeah, they gave me, like, I was still doing design stuff, but I was doing a lot of learning for about a month or two. I was focusing on that half time and then half my time doing design work. And I'm always still learning stuff. Like they don't give me like specific explicit time at work to learn, but I'm always learning stuff. I've been a little bit bad about doing it on my own, unfortunately. I want to get better at that. So I can learn stuff like back end on my own, but like whenever I'm not doing work, I want to work on stuff like this and stream or like play video games. So it's been a little bit tough for me, but I definitely want to learn. And plus, like the people at work, they're like really good at all this stuff. So whenever I need help, they're always very willing to help me if I need it. So that's kind of how I learn now. Yeah, that makes sense, Vectrix. Well, maybe when you go full-time with them, you can. Maybe for right now, you can learn on your own, and then, like, kind of show them that, that you're kind of, like, focused on that, and then maybe they'll give you a chance to do that at work. You never know. Why is this not looking how I want it to? So I wonder, I should probably put more of these in here so we can see. Oh God. Oh, I know why. Yep, need a clear fix in there. Do you work with other front-end devs? I used to. There was another guy that was also he was more of a front-end dev than a designer, and I was the opposite, more of a designer than a front-end dev. And we worked together, but he unfortunately got let go for some other reasons. So currently I do not. I'm the only one that focuses on front end, but like I said, a lot of the guys they do know front end just because they've been doing code for so long and they know like most of that stuff. They aren't like as good at it as I am, and they don't understand like a lot of the CSS stuff, but like all the tricks and stuff like that, but they're pretty good at it. Wait, don't I already have it in here? No, I don't. So I'm trying to find a little animation that I have that I want to use in here. Oh, forgot. Oh my god. It's literally like every time I update the CSS, something like that happens. Both in what area? Oh, this is weird. I wonder why this isn't working. Oh. There you go. That's weird that it wasn't working on just the text. You're the only designer on your team as well. So I'm the only quote-unquote product designer on our team currently, just because we need more focus on like dev stuff. Like there isn't too much that comes up for design. So I focus on product, and then we also hired a marketing guy to take care of like all the business stuff that I don't really feel like doing. That sounds bad. It's not like I don't feel like doing it. It's just like my time is a lot better invested in our product instead of like making business cards and like ordering business cards and stuff like that. So we hired a separate guy for that. So yeah, I'm the only designer for the product right now. But it's not like in terms of design work, it's really not that bad. The only reason I want us to hire some more designers is to help with like thought process stuff. Like there isn't, in terms of workload, there's not a lot, but there's a lot when it comes to thought on like the UX side of things, because we're making something that's never really been done before, and it's in a market that isn't really like design friendly, as you can imagine, with healthcare and stuff. So that's kind of why I wish we would hire more people, but for right now it doesn't seem like we are for the near future. We'd rather use our resources on hiring some more developers. Wow, this is weird. Do you see that? They're like glitching out. Oh, it's because this maybe? Yeah, okay. So it was the transitions that were getting stuck. Cool. So I think that works as long as we don't have too many of these, because then it'll get confusing. I think this is good. Only issue is we're gonna have like 10 of these for projects. I'm gonna make this its own component, because updating every single one of these is kind of annoying. Oh, I didn't even post on Dribble while we were streaming. I was kind of in a rush today because I was eating. I was trying to wrap up eating before I went live. Oh, that's pretty cool, Vectrix. Yeah, it's pretty satisfying, but also pretty hard. Because a lot of the problems you're trying to figure out have never been thought of before, if that makes sense. Like, at least not in a way that you're doing it usually, and there's no like established UX patterns there that are good enough, so you always need to like work on those and iterate on them, and it's just a lot of thought to do on your own, and you miss a lot of things. I feel like I miss a lot of things, at least. And if I had like another designer on the team to help me out and like talk through things and think about things on a deeper level, I feel like that would really help. Oh wait, obviously this isn't gonna do anything. It'll come for you, Deshaun. Sweet. So now we can update that styling from one place and it'll just reflect there. So, and then we'll be able to pass in the name of it later and the link. Cool. Well, I think we can start passing in things, so let's do that now. So this will be, I'm just gonna name them generic to the component, I think. Now I should be specific with them. Yeah. I like to be more specific and stuff because if later on I need to search for something and all of them are coming up because I named them similar things, it's gonna be annoying, so. Oh wait, not title. Or not item, title. And this should be lowercase. Oh dang. That sucks, Vetrix. Yeah, man, you should go to sleep. I'm sorry that these are always so late for you. This is just the only time that really works for me on weekdays, unfortunately. I am changing my stream schedule also. I kind of realized that Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are a lot better for me, so the days I'm going to be streaming for sure are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll probably have an extra stream, probably either Friday or Saturday. So maybe I can do an earlier one on those days, but just a heads up that I won't be streaming for sure on Fridays. Instead, it's going to be on Wednesdays. And Wednesdays will probably always be an illustration day because that's when I need to do the illustration for my blog posts. So we're going to be doing those on Wednesdays, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays will probably be whatever else I'm working on. So for the foreseeable future, it'll probably be this website for at least like the next few weeks. And we'll probably work on some Quarry stuff at some point too, which will be cool. So now we can come here and how did I say I was gonna do these? I need to figure out how we're gonna do those. I just realized that. We may have to do a couple components for them instead of being able to pass everything in through here. That may be better, actually. Yeah, I understand Vectrix. It's a lot better being able to be live and talking to them, talking to the people that are on. Yeah, I still haven't looked into you now. Yeah, Vectrix, I found the same. Like it sucks that we don't have that many people in here, but I think over time we'll get some more people. Like we've already gotten like 110 followers with just, I think I've done like 7, like this is the 7th stream. So we're not doing too bad, but yeah, getting more active people in here for each stream would be awesome. Alright, Vetrix. See you later. Have a good night. Hey, Couch is in here. Hasn't said anything though. How's it going, Couch? Not sure if you can hear me. So now, as you can see, we can just pass in the title and the description. I still need to figure out a good way to do each of these though. Like I know we could pass them in through here and do like for each one, but for example on the work one, that's gonna be like 10 lines. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Because we could also just do a component for each section, so each of these would be its own component as well. And we can call it like work, recognition, whatever. And then pass that in. And then it would just look clean like this and just say like work, recognition, whatever, whatever. So I'm not sure which would be our best bet. And we're probably gonna have to put Flexbox on this too, unfortunately. That's awesome, Deshaun. I'll look at it right now. Is it just you now? I'll just put stream. Like, how would this be a better idea for me? Yeah, this just looks like random people. Well, you can have gaming too.
Anybody else not have all the info for here? That's me.
Oh no, I'll look into it off stream. That's cool. That could be cool. We'll see. Yeah, Couch, I agree, but the thing is that, like, for example, I'm probably, like, at the bottom of the chart, like the discovery chart, and you probably have to do load more a couple times. So it's kind of hard for people to find my channel. It's because the span that I have in here, I forgot about that. There we go. So I think I'm gonna change this colored text and remove this, and I'm gonna put it on my name, since this is kind of pointless right now since we're gonna have these. But let me commit this first. I always forget to commit when we're streaming. It's funny because off stream I do it like very, very, very often, but when I'm streaming I always forget for some reason. On an AI project like artificial intelligence, I have not, if that's what you're referring to. That stuff is like way above how I think, because that's all like a lot of math and algorithms and stuff like that, and that's, man, I suck at math. So it's definitely, oh wow, this didn't even add. There you go. Yeah, I'm terrible with math. I've never been good at it, so that's probably not the best thing for me to work on, but I think it's really awesome, and I really admire people that can work on that stuff, because I definitely can't. That works. Yeah, so unfortunately we're gonna have to remove these, as much as I liked them, since we're going with this now. I think my main struggle is like knowing what to put on the home page and what to save for the about page. I feel like maybe these three should be like the only ones on the home page, and then like have the more fun ones and stuff on the about page, like my hobbies, fun facts, music, and things like that. Oh, designing the interfaces? No. I haven't really done any of that stuff. I need to do more like concept stuff though. Like I really haven't done that in a while, and I used to do it a lot because now I'm usually building something, whether it's this or like a quarry thing. But I definitely should try to do that stuff for like concept work. That'd be awesome. Actually, I'm gonna leave it in the CSS for now, in case we want to use it. What's R&D department? I don't remember what that stands for. Okay, well that didn't do anything.
You my bunny, I'm your clock. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather.
Oh, research and development. Oh, I did not know that. That's awesome. Yeah, they probably do some crazy stuff. Alright, I think we're done for today. I'm pretty tired. I'm glad we got this done though. I'm gonna be thinking about how we can do these components well for the next stream. I'll probably do a little bit of work off stream on my own, depending on how much time I have. I have some other things I need to work on over the next few days, but I like this a lot better, and I think I'm just overthinking a lot of the stuff. And I should just make a site that I want, and like, cause I'm not really struggling to look for clients and things like that. So I kind of just want something that's presentable and kind of focuses on my work and shows what I want it to show instead of like stressing about little things like this. I think this was good, but I kind of want to avoid doing too much of that and second guessing myself. So yeah, I think that's it for this stream, but I appreciate you guys coming out and watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.